right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call line block. Lahaynawi, Yahweh, Bashim, El Shai, Bashim, El Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Hearty shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, your brother Karadas are back with another lesson, man. All right. And you've been warned, man, over and over again, all right, through the Spirit of the Lord by the men of Great Millstone. It's one of my kids is drinking it, you know. Yeah, no worries. Y'all been warned over and over again by the men of Great Millstone, starting off with Apostle Tahar Gabar, our Yamla Waka, okay, that the C hip is a device that's going to be implanted inside your body, okay? So I'm going to start off with this. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. That means the northern and the southern kingdom. All right, only the 12 tribes of Israel, okay, and those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back to their father, okay. All right, it says, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So ultimately, we are giving a warning to the Israelites, all right, via the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, all right, and it's telling you that the micro C hip is an implantable device that you should not take, all right, when it comes to future events, all right. The de-dollarization of the dollar, all right, is happening right before your eyes. Since 1913, the dollar has lost 96% of its spending power. So now $1 is probably worth 4 cents, man. Okay. All right, you got Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America forming an alliance, okay, to ditch the dollar, and everything in regards to money is becoming is becoming a is becoming in a digital sense. Okay, all right. Everything is becoming digitized. This is on into the is going into the fourth industrial revolution, and it's a technology based type uh, revolution. All right. So this is from real real raw news. Okay. It says World Economic Forum says CBDCs must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in society. All right, so if you want to participate in society in regards to living, all right, your best life in America or wherever you are, right? Because really all you continue to do is be a slave, all right, and you're going to die a slave, all right, especially if you want to participate in this society, right? I'm going to read the paragraph that's up here. It says the World Economic Forum has declared that all citizens, all right, if you are a citizen, you live in a country, all right, that is governed by somebody over you, right? It says must be implanted with a central bank digital currency micro CHIP in the very near future in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. And purchasing food and water is going to be a big, heavy stake that people are going to run to in regards to taking this CBDC micro CHIP. Okay, that's going to be used as a crutch for people to take. All right, that's going to be one of the main using points for people to take this device. All right, and their outcome for taking this device is going to be death by fire. All right, but we are set up to warn and tell you, so-called Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, to not take it, to not participate in this society. All right. Let me get this. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the MARK or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you can't buy and sell without this object that the World Economic Forum is going to be pushing on people. All right, it just said it in the article the paragraph of the article that I read. It says you must have this to participate in society, to do the basic things such as get food and water. And food and water is a resource that people need to sustain life. Okay, so it's either you sustain life by faith in the Lord, or you sustain life by trusting in Esau and his beast system, right? So I want to read this in this commentary on Revelation 13 by John Brown in the Blue Letter. It says he causes both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. So it says charagma, a thing carved, scraped, sculptured, graven image. All right, which that sihip is a thing carved, scraped, sculptured, or graven. Right. And then it says here karax, to sharpen a point through the idea of scratching. All right, the needle. All right, that they're going to use to either insert it in your hand or your forehead. Okay. All right. It says this sounds a lot like a hypodermic needle piercing the skin. If you remember last week, we pointed out the number 666 had a name, and the name was Chi-Psi stigma. It says a stigma from stitzo, to stick, i.e., prick, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. One of Webster's dictionaries defines calls stigma a small spot, scar, or open on a plant or animal, right? And when you get poked with a needle, all right, it leaves a little, prick, all right, and then you may have to put a band-aid over, right? It says in the readout of this micro C-hip, there were 9 levels of information that the designers wanted included. They were a name and an image or picture of your face. They wanted social security numbers with extra international digits. A fingerprint identification was also to be included. Physical description, family history, address, criminal record, occupation, income tax information. All right. It says, and that's it there. All right. So those are some characteristics of things that you might find digitally inside this device that Esau Edom wants to put in you as a Israelite, okay, because the word was given to warn you Israelites, as we had read in Ezekiel, right? Let's read Revelation 14 and 9. And it says here, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to be getting smoked by the anger of the Lord in front of Yahushua and his army that he's coming with, right? It says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and receive in his image, and whoever receives the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahushua. Right? So faith in the Lord and keeping the commandments are things that's going to get you saved at the time that you're coming into. Right? So it says, I'm going to read verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, save the spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. Right? So those that passed on serving the Lord, right? They're gonna be blessed, man. All right, because they're up there with the Lord right now, escaping the judgment that's coming. They're also up there crying unto the Lord, saying, "Hey, Lord, you got your people down there. Come on and get them, crying and praising for us, right? As Yahushua is making intercession for us, right?" Let me see. There was something else I wanted to get, but I think that's it, man. The apostles, they were right. They always been right. All right, as far as my understanding and knowledge of being in the true sense, I first started learning it back in 2018, the end of 2018, 2019. All right, and the spirit of Yahushua is always right, right? And what's the spirit of the Lord? Prophecy. And all they're doing, and what we have learned to do from them is prophesy, right? Let me get that right quick. All right, this is Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Right? We have a testimony of the Lord, starting off with his name, his true name, right? And the things that he's done, who he's coming to save, deliver, right? It says, worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So when the apostles have been warning the people, warning the Israelites, more specifically, the so-called Negro Latinos and Native American Indians about what's coming, it's starting to slowly but surely be unraveled in front of your faces. All right. So don't take that MARK. All right. No matter if you don't got no food or water, because guess what? The Lord said he's gonna feed you. Right. Let's grab that right quick. And you gotta have that confidence, man. I'm gonna get this in Job, and I'm gonna get this in Matthew, and then I'm gonna close up, man. All right, this is Job chapter 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, man. The Lord's gonna be protecting you, all right? The Lord's gonna be looking out for you. All right, you're gonna be protected. You gotta have that faith. You gotta have that confidence in this. Okay. So this is Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. It says, I'm gonna start at 24. No man can serve two masters, for ye either will hate the one and love the other. You're gonna either hate the world and love the Lord, or love the world and hate the Lord. Right? You gotta choose. Right? It says, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. Right? It says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life. Don't worry, right? What ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body raiment? All right. So is not your life worth more than food and clothing? All right. Is not your life more important than that? It says here, behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, neither gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Yes, and we are much more better than the beasts of the earth, all right, the fowls of the air, the creatures in the sea, and the Lord takes care of us, man. We get our daily bread, and Tawada Yabashim Al for our daily bread, right? But Lord will, the whole message is that you understand that the Lord, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, has put the spirit on the men of Great Millstone to allow you to understand and to help you know to not take that micro CAR, that micro CHIP, Salakia, okay? All right, because it's coming down the pipeline. These white people are telling you what they're gonna do, all right, and they show you in movies, TV shows, all right, and it's either you take it or you die, and if you take it, you're gonna die anyway. So, Lord, we was edified. Call and give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who want to teach you all. Hearty Shalom to the Ofu Elect, Kwame Yasharala, Mawafla Ball, but I'm Mahar, the one Yahweh Shalom.